Hello everybody, I'm back. Another me again. Can you believe it? Can you believe it? I hope you're doing fine. It's been a while. It was not my purpose nor intention to kind of disappear like that again. But there was a lot of things that I was planning behind the scene. And today we're gonna have another challenge. I know, how exciting, right? We went from 15-day challenge during Christmas in December 2024 to 30-day challenge this time on the 2025 and starting today. Can you believe it? I know. I can't believe it myself. We are It's not my purpose to do challenge series like that. I feel like to really come back and really being able to kind of clarify everything into what I'm doing here, into what I'm doing on my channel, knowing that it's gonna evolve and it's gonna be different from a year to another. We are just kind of putting the foundation of it. And I feel like this 30-day challenge is really more so going to be about creativity, confidence on camera. Nothing new here when you go to this channel. I've been in such a journey, right? Personally speaking, with my faith, with my relationship with the Lord, and just me being a Catholic. And that's why I shared a bit of that on my previous videos on this channel, especially related to the 15-day challenge that I did. So when it comes to the challenge that I'm doing today, it's really because we are really gonna go deeper into what it is to be a creative, what it is to be confident on camera, and really having a basis of our own relationship with the Lord. And wherever you are with that relationship, it's gonna be a journey that we're gonna have together here. And the idea is really to create that, I would say, path for Christians and Catholics especially to be able to be out there creating content on social media, being able to kind of have that relationship with the Lord, and being able through that relationship to connect with others, create beautiful relationships, making money. But it's not the point and it's not the focus. The focus is really that fulfillment, that joy, that satisfaction, that peace, right, that you have with the Lord, and really saying yes to His will, whatever that be, right? Being here online and using your voice, using your voice as a creative to be able to communicate whatever He wants for you here on social media, especially on YouTube, because we are on YouTube at the moment. And it's been a struggle for me. It's been a struggle. Why? Because being a creative, I've always been drawn to what we call self-expression, right? To be able to create things that are beyond words, to be able to kind of bring feelings, bring emotions, bring that dynamic of videos. When you see something, you feel connected to it, you feel drawn to it, you don't need to use words. And that's been my own path, right? And that's how I love communicating without having to use the words. I love just creating that content. Now when you create a podcast, when you create videos, when you're talking, it's the same thing, because you're saying a lot of things, but at the end of the day, it's whatever is behind the words that you're using, right? The script that you're preparing, the people that you want to talk to, all of that kind of comes down to whatever the Lord wants for you when you say yes to that. And that's why we are gonna explore through this challenge, which makes it a little bit different from my previous challenge, right? Because I was really focusing on my own relationship with the Lord and really being a creative and really having my own relationship with Mary as a Catholic, and really starting to have that focus back on that. And this challenge is really a way for me to connect and really go deeper into that. And it's not something that I've seen. It's not something that I've seen a lot. I've really, like I said, always struggled into finding people just being like me in a way, right? That have those values, that want to use those values, being Christians out there, and being able to grow and successfully create businesses, right? Because it's either the focus is always into the money that you want to have and growing that income, or it's gonna be everything related to what I call the new age way of saying things, right? Manifestation, attraction, and anything where you kind of initiate things, right? You are in the center. You have the power. You have the influence. It's all about you and what you can do. And what we are doing here, the dynamic is going to be the opposite, where you're surrendering. And the more you're surrendering, the more you're saying yes to the Lord, the more you're creating things that are just beyond the world, because it's not the point of conforming to the world. The point is to create the kingdom of the Lord, which is beyond that, which is beyond making money. When you make money on the way, that's always good. But if you make money without that relationship, at some point is that emptiness. And I think that's what I felt a lot, and just choosing to always add up things to whatever I do, right? It was never enough for me. The graphics were never beautiful enough. I had to add more things. I always had to add more things to whatever I was doing, because I wasn't feeling myself enough inside. I always wanted to create, and it was something that was missing. And the piece that was missing is something that I recently discovered, was just my own relationship with the Lord and whatever He wants for me, where I just say yes and I let it go, where I have to die within myself to be able to be that new creature, but that child of the Lord, truly the child of the Lord. And saying yes, it's not saying yes once. It's saying yes every day. It's saying yes to every little thing that is gonna ask for you, from you. It's gonna be saying yes to even things that you wouldn't even understand from the get-go, but you just say yes, like Mary. And that's why, for me, the example of Mary is such a beautiful and powerful example. That's why I'm obsessed with her. That's why my relationship with her is definitely getting a lot more profound, a lot more serious, because I understand, and I'm understanding as a Catholic, that we have Mary, we have Jesus. Getting to Jesus through her is the most beautiful thing that you want to do in your life. Saying yes to that, right? So the point of those videos, of these challenges, is literally that we going deeper into the confidence on camera, building that relationship with the Lord, saying yes to it, being creative, and being able to offer it up to the Lord, right? Because at the end of the day, whatever you do, it's for Him. And whatever you're gonna do that's gonna make you feel fulfilled, it's because you're gonna be saying yes to that. So it's a bit uncommon, because I haven't seen that a lot here, especially on YouTube. Like I said, it's either I'm really drawn to apologetics, what it is to be a Catholic and build that Catholic faith, and really understanding through theology, through my own relationship with the Lord, and through just educating, reading again and again, understanding, saying yes, saying open to whatever the Lord wants for me, and at the other end, creating things, creating content, not being distracted by everything that's out there, right? Not comparing yourself, right? Building that confidence, not because you can do things, but because He can do things through you. And that's the biggest difference. That's why surrendering is key. When you understand it, it's the key to everything. It's not about you. It's not about you. And we're gonna really dive deeper. We're gonna have the scripture, we're gonna have the Bible, we're gonna have personal stories from me. We're gonna have a lot of little things like that, where I kind of open up myself and really letting you have your own journey. And towards the end of this challenge, or probably throughout the whole challenge, we gotta have a lot of things. We gotta have a lot of things to do, but mostly we are working onto the book club, the one that I've been talking since last year, and then my own services as a coach, right? Because if you want to build that confidence and really getting even a lot deeper into that, this is where the one-on-one and that work, I would say, starts to make more sense when you are ready, when you feel ready. So that's something that I'm offering already. That's something that I'm gonna keep offering, and you're gonna see throughout the whole journey that is really about it, right? You can do a lot of things. Just reading the books, you can do a lot of things. But when you have people, when you have somebody that can see you, that can look through you, right? With truth and love and charity, you can do a million things, right? And that's what I really want to focus on here. And we really focusing on to the truth. It's all about being creative. We're living the new age stuff. We're not doing manifestation. We're not doing attraction. We're not doing the self things that we can do. We're not doing all of that. We're getting rid of that, right? Here's the opposite. You saying yes. That's pretty much it. And then the work starts there. And it's all about the truth. I feel like the election of Trump, the kind of it had that wake up call for me into values, and I would say traditional values or conservative values, whatever you want to call it, where we really going back to the basics and the common sense of things, and that obviously always gonna lead you to the truth. And there's one truth, and I really, really, really want to emphasize that, because it's not about how you're feeling, it's about what's right, not what feels right, but what's right. And what's true, it's not necessarily the thing where you're gonna have the big audience and you're gonna be able to agree with everybody that you see online. Sadly, no, it's not the case. It's been the case. It's not. It hasn't been the case for me for a while, and I'm kind of okay with that now. But you're really opting yourself to kind of have a lot of people saying no and not being able to agree with you on a lot of things, but because you are being truthful to the truth, this is where you're feeling happy and fulfilled, right? So we're gonna work on that. We're gonna work into a lot of things around it, and especially Mary and being a woman, being able to be drawn to creative skills and creative work online, being a woman and using that woman energy, I would say, to be able to create a lot of wonderful things, because the world or the Lord will ask that from you, right? So this is gonna be exciting. I hope you're excited here. I'm gonna see you for my next video. We're gonna go at it, and if you have any question, anything you want to comment on, definitely let me know. Like, please. I really want to connect with a lot of you here. So I hope you are having a great day wherever you are. And like I say all the time, keep smiling, because it's free and contagious in a good way.